Brazilian alchemist, or you could call me Soila. I create intellectual elixirs of transformation. To truly integrate this knowledge, allow your mind to settle into a state of ease. Take a breath and relax. So, there was a point in my life where I had to make a decision. And the reason why I was weary of making that decision is because of the fear of the unknown. And it's because I allowed other people's projections to project onto me. Because I had the fear that, oh, well, they say the grass isn't green on the other side. They say, hey, well, you might as well tolerate it because there's nothing else better out there. And I allowed those type of thoughts to cloud my judgment when it came to the well-being of myself. I allowed other people's opinions, other people's mindset and way of thinking to affect my life. Keeping in mind that they're not living my life. They're not feeling what I'm feeling. They're not knowing what I'm going through. But I was allowing that to shape me and to keep me in a situation that I no longer needed to be in. And to make matters worse, I thought, because also there's this saying that, hey, if it doesn't work, try it again. And if it doesn't work, then still try it again. And sometimes you just have to keep trying and trying. I allowed that projection, I allowed that thought process to get into mine. So here I am trying to make something work that obviously isn't working. This isn't, first time you don't to see, dust self try it again. No, this was a constant repetitiveness of me trying the same thing over and over again, insanity, and expecting a different result. So, where did that bring me to then? That brought me to wanting to decide the type of life I wanted to live. Did I want to live a miserable life for other people? Or do I want to live a fulfilling life for myself? Because I was allowing those beliefs to shape my reality, to condition my reality to something that was not what I wanted, right? So it all came down to deciding to put myself first because no one else was doing it, and to put that responsibility on something external or someone external is quite insane if you think about it. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna put myself back in the driver's seat because obviously I was trying to be a passenger princess and that wasn't getting me anywhere I wanted to be. So I said, you know what, I do believe the grass is gonna be greener on the other side. I do believe that there's something more, there's something better, there's something greater, and I'm taking this risk to go get it because I know I can get it. I know I can. I thought back to how I was when I was a teenager and when I made all these risky and whatever decisions, whatever that I made, and it worked out. It always worked out. So I don't know why I thought, becoming an adult that it wasn't going to, but hey, sometimes we lose ourselves. So I made the decision, right? I made the decision. The decision that society would have said not to make, the patriarchy would probably be against. I said, you know what, fuck all y'all, excuse my language. I'm living for me. I'm making a decision to live for me. And ever since I made that decision, life has gotten 1,000 times better. I would say I'm more wiser, I'm more smarter, I'm stronger, I'm spiritually have grown. Everything that sucked before is now better. Okay, my health is better. I mean, you name it. Everything worked out for me because I decided to put myself first. And that's all I had to do, put myself first. I was chasing the external where I needed to focus on the internal, and the internal will reflect out into the external. But a lot of us don't realize that. If you're in a situation, it's because at that current moment, at that current time, that is where you were at. But if you do some self growing and self knowing, you would realize, hey, maybe this is not what I want anymore. And it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to want better. It's okay to want more. This is your life. You live it the way you want. The sky is not the limit. And that's another quote that I used to repeat a lot. Like I said, there are quotes that we should not be living and abiding by. And whatever you believe has a cost and expense to it. So it better be something that's beneficial to you. Like, I'm the greatest alive. The expense of that is other people are going to tell you you're not. But who are they to say what you are and what you are not? Right? So I say all that to say that the grass is greener on the other side. As long as you believe it to be, as long as you want it to be, it will. If you don't want it to be and you say it's not going to be, then guess what? That's exactly what you're going to get. If you have any stories of times that you made a decision that you didn't know what the outcome was going to be, but you trusted and believed in it and it worked out for you, please put it in the comments, because people need to know that it's what you make it. Honestly, fuck all the quotes that have that negative connotation to it, like, oh, by the time you hit 25, you hit the wall. If you don't have a kid by 30, you're gonna hit the wall. If you don't have your life together by 30, you're gonna hit the wall. Complete utter nonsense. All that is spewing limitation. We are not limited beings unless you want to be. We are unlimited beings. Like, the fact that science doesn't even know the full scope of our brain and what our body can do, because there's people healing themselves. Let's keep it 100% a buck. There are people healing themselves, curing themselves of cancer, you name it, it's out there. The word impossible, if you break it down, says I'm possible. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, and thank you for listening and watching, and check me out in my next video. Bye.